Alright, cool. It's your boy Macdul TV. Welcome back. Today we're going to discuss bulking and framing up. Thought I was onto something, but anyways, cool. So I'm gonna go straight into it. So I think the aim really is you wanna understand one thing: it's not an overnight process. Whether you're fat or slim, whether you're pear-shaped or shaped like a twig, whichever, it's not going to be an overnight transformation. This transformation takes hard work, dedication, and patience. If you're not willing to sacrifice or commit yourself to those three things, then skip this video. You're wasting your time. I can't help you. There's no hack that can outdo those three things. If you're still here, you want to know how to utilize those three things and still gain everything else. And this is based on my experience, by the way. This is not a bulletproof blueprint on how to bulk up. No, this is what I did in order to get to where I am, and hopefully it serves some value to you if you're on your way, if you're struggling, if you're whatever. Cool. So number one, I'll say, when it comes to the frame, like I said, frame up. So focus on the frame and not the weight. I don't use the scale. I don't check calories, none of that. Not because I don't want to, not because I don't think it's effective. I just can't be bothered. I can't be bothered, man. I can't be bothered. I just wanna get on with it. I've done it. All the scale, the checking the calories, long, bruv. Long. Just focus on exercises that can expand your frame. So things like the pull up. Literally go on the shorts and look at all the, my back is bent. Go on the shorts and just the exercises that I've put out there, start doing it and then take it from there. But focus on the frame, that's the point. Number two, you want to focus on muscle to mind connection. What I mean by that is, when you're exercising, or when I was exercising, I ensured that, especially when I was angry or when I felt like I had something to prove, I'd focus on the mind to muscle connection. And what that basically means is that every single time I was lifting, it's like I was squeezing the shit out of the muscle, to the point where when I got to 15-16 reps, I couldn't do anymore. Like my muscle tapped out. And you basically want to get to that point. The reason why I always push for 15-16 is because at that point you should reach that sort of just about nearby failure area. Now, in regards to training till failure as well, very, very effective if you're trying to build as quickly as possible. Stop being reactive to your muscle pain or muscle tolerance. Push past it. Go stupid with it. I just give myself 15-16, but ideally it's because when I first started, I was like, I'm just gonna go all out every single time. The counterpart is, the reason why you also want to count, there's pros and cons to counting. The cons is you may not push yourself to the full limit, but the benefit is you know roughly where you are. So the next week you can go harder, or you can track yourself and just sort of take it from there. But yeah, definitely do that. Another thing is you're gonna be eating more than you're burning. Again, don't ask me how to calculate that. Just know that if you're having 3 meals, have 4 meals. If you're having 4 meals, have 5 meals. Just eat more, but eat healthily at the same time. What else? I think another big focus on. I see a lot of people focusing on the bicep. Now, the reason why you should do that, but at the same time not as much, is because your arm is actually composed by 40%, I'll say 50% triceps, 30% shoulders, and then 20% biceps, which basically means that when you're working on your biceps, everything else is still not going to be as evident. However, when you focus on everything else now, the biceps come out more. So definitely that. In terms of bulking and clean bulking, because as I'm growing, I still feel good, look good, and I feel good about myself. So your muscle, every single time you go to the gym, just aim to break your muscle, have enough rest. Rest is actually where your muscles are built. So if you're going 5-6 days a week and you're not resting enough, you're not going to see any growth. So definitely rest. Give yourself time to sort of see the progress as well. But if you're doing all of this in 6 weeks, you still start seeing something. 100%. I remember when I was training with some of my brethren, literally that mind to muscle connection especially is probably the biggest hack, because when they were squeezing the muscle, by the time that exercise was done, the pump was there. Do you get what I mean? And it's just about making sure that the pump stays as permanent as possible. So just really break down the muscle and focus on that connection, and you will get some results. I hope this has helped. If it hasn't, again, as usual, couldn't care less, couldn't help you. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. But if it has, I'm glad I was able to give you some value today. More to come, and we'll be back this Saturday with a brand new vid. So stay tuned. If you're not supporting Nigeria and you're watching the AFCON, support Nigeria. Makes your life easier. Peace.